right? So when it comes to 3 sets, just wait for now, okay, Sean? The middle is given. So what else could be thrown at you? Once you have the middle, you don't have to do pi, but you still have to know what you're doing, right? Like, so on page 25, real quick, just a recap here. If for whatever reason, the question gives you ands, like just this and that, or this and that, where do the numbers go? They go outside the diagram, and they refer to the whole intersection, okay? So if it's and, you don't want to be putting numbers in here, in the petals, I call them, right? If this is a flower right here, then these are the petals at the center. Don't put numbers in there if it's and, okay? They're outside. Some of you will have realized that when you did the take-home quiz, hopefully. Another thing you need to be aware of, I'm going to go to 26 here real quick. If you go to 26, I'm just going to get this started here. Tennis, racquetball, squash, right? 43 play tennis, 11 tennis and racquetball, so that 11 would go there. Tennis and squash, that means that 7 goes there. Okay, so it's talking about this whole area right here. 6 play squash and racquetball, so the 6 goes there. No surprises. 84 play racquetball or tennis. What is that? This is the one I want to talk about real quick. That is what? That is the union between 2 sets, correct? Are you going to put that number anywhere on your diagram? No, but it's going to help you find what you're missing. So put it on hold, come back to it later. Or if you do what if you highlight those 2 sets, racquetball and tennis, right? These 2. So as you're filling this in, if you have any blanks whatsoever, you're going to use this 84 to help you out, knowing that all of those areas should add up to 84. Okay, so squash or tennis, right? If it's squash or tennis, we're doing these 2 here, so it kind of gets a little crazy here. But let's see how we could fill this in, okay, with what we have. 4 play all 3, so the center is given. Then it's 11 minus 4, that's 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. You should never have a negative anywhere. 6 minus 4 is 2. So you've got your petals now. Okay. 43, I can easily just go 43 and subtract all of this. I don't have the key in front of me right now, so you'll have to bear with me. This is 29. Okay. I'm doing this real quick. And now you're stuck because you don't know these ones. You don't know R, you don't know S, but you do know the union, right? So the pink area is supposed to be what? 68, correct? So you're just going to go 68 and subtract everything that's in there. That's how you get this part right here. That would be, give me 1 second. That'd be 23, okay? And this one that I highlighted here, and yellow, this is supposed to be 84. So you can go 84 minus all of these areas here. That's 39. Okay, now you filled in your Venn diagram quite well. Now you can actually find out what R is. If I asked you how many students are racquetball players, right, you add that up. This would be 52 according to my calculations. This one, you add up all of this. That's 32, okay? Now you put your box around it. How do you find the universal in this case? How many members are there? Mr. Durson, I don't have outliers. I'm stuck. When it comes to outliers, you read carefully. What does it say here? That everybody is at least in one of the sets. So that's basically saying no outliers in this case. So all you would have to do is add up all of these and get your universal. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I'm going to go 43 plus 23 plus 2 plus 39. That's 107. Okay? So, boom, you're done. I think on the quiz, the take-home quiz, I don't know if you noticed, but I may have given you this. The union in this case, let's just pretend this is a different question. I'm adding it. I would actually not want you to write this down. But what if I told you that the union of all of them is 100? The union of all three sets is 100. What does that help you determine in this case? That means that all of these are supposed to add up to 100, right? If I gave you the universal, what does that tell you? The union is 100, the universal is 107. That means that 7 outliers, right? So read carefully, what am I giving you? And it will work out if you're careful enough. If you've got negatives, go back and check. You probably put in the wrong number, okay? So I'm just gonna get rid of this so that it's not. Okay, so that's something to watch out for. The other one to watch out for is the onlys mixed with the ands. Where do we have one? Yes, that's the one. I've had several students come and see me about the quiz. It's like it wasn't working out. They were getting negatives. Let's go to 29. You've got two onlys. You've got two onlys here and just an and by itself. What would this look like? I know 29 is already in your notes, so you technically just watch now. So if this is dog, cat, bird, I'm not going to fill in the entire thing. I just want you to, I'm just going to focus on the most important part. Five children have a dog and a cat, so the 5 goes here, outside. It refers to all of this, okay? 3 children only have a dog and a bird. Dog and bird, where does that 3 go? Here or here? Inside, yes. What's another way this could have read? Children that have a dog and a bird, but not a cat, it would also go here. So whether it says only or but not, okay, then you know you put it there. Yes, go ahead. And then the 2 here goes there. Okay, the middle is not given here, so you have to put an X there. This is the important part. You're awake? It's late already. You need, if you want to use pi, you need the intersections. So you need to write this intersection in terms of X. Okay? You have to in this case. You don't have a choice. And this intersection right here is X or 2 plus X or X plus 2. It doesn't really matter. Okay? So pi is going to be what? This plus this minus all these intersections plus the middle, right? And that's how you solve for X in that case. So watch out. What am I giving you? What do you need to solve for? And then there was the one special case on page 35 that has all onlys. It has pedals only. Okay, that's on 35. And this is what it looked like, right? So it had like only. There's no intersection, complete intersection. So that's where I had to fill in the pedals. I didn't know the middle, so I wrote every intersection in terms of X. And then I placed that into my formula, the pi formula, right? Where I add all sets, I subtract all intersections, and I add the middle at the very end. And then it kind of just boils down to that, okay? That's all I have to say for now for that part.